Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Explore Music Through Code with Chrome Music Lab. I'm glad that you're with me today, and I think you're going to have a great time with this session. I'm Mary Walker Hope. I'm from the extended team with Logix Academy, and Logix Academy is just a whole bunch of educators who really love to share their passion of technology. And for me, it's not just technology, but technology and music as well. So that's why this is going to be really, really cool for me to do this session with you today. Want to thank Logix for setting this up, Logix Academy, and also we have to thank Sandy Curry as well from Google Canada. She's the one that's able to provide the support and the funding to make all of these workshops happen. So today's agenda, really, really simple. We're going to use loops and patterns in a really different way in Chrome Music Lab so that we're going to explore and create music and create and explore sound as well. We're going to experiment in 4 of the different labs that are in Chrome Music Lab. Can't do them all today, but we're going to do 4 of them. And we're going to take a look at the Kandinsky one. We're looking at spectrogram, and we're going to also go into Songmaker Lab, and then finally finish off in shared piano. And the intensity of the coolness, I think, I don't know, it increases each time. I don't know. You'll have to be the judge of that, but have fun anyways today in what we're doing. So we're going to go into Chrome Music Lab, and Chrome Music Lab is a website. That's all it is. It's not, you don't have to download an app or anything. And you can go in on any kind of device and find Chrome Music Lab and then start playing. So it's a free web-based tool. It's created by coders and musicians by Google so that everybody has a chance to it allows everybody to have free play and music composition on any device. Okay. So today we're going to go into g.co/Music Lab. So if you open up a new tab, and I'm going to do the same thing here too, and I just need to go into my other screen. Give me a second. There we are. We're going to open up into this site. So I'm just typing in, and I'll do it one more time here so you can see. I'm going to type in g.co/Music Lab. Okay. And then you'll be joining me here on this page. All right, and you can see all the labs already starting. So don't get distracted quite yet, but we're going to be going there very, very soon, believe me. All right, those are the 4 that we're going to do. Kandinsky's on the bottom there, and then we have 3 that are across the top as well. All right, so Kandinsky. So this experiment was actually inspired by Wassily Kandinsky, and he was an artist that was incredible because he didn't actually just draw or draw and be an artist, but he saw music. So as he was listening to music, it wasn't that he just thought, oh, that's beautiful, that sounds really nice. He actually saw the music. So he was able to draw what he thought he was seeing for the music as well. So it was really kind of neat. And so someone has created an experiment for us that is like that. We're going to draw the music. So we're going to see the music, but we're also going to be able to hear it too. So if you have a chance at your school library, go in and find The Noisy Paint Box, because it's a book about Kandinsky that was written for kids. And it explains and shows his entire life and how he finally got to be able to draw the way that he wanted to and express himself in a way that he wanted to as well. Okay, so I got the pause there, but we're going back first over to the Music Lab and going into Kandinsky. So if you see it there on your screen, click on in there. I know some of you are likely already in there, but that's just fine. I wanted to explain the other part about Kandinsky first. This one is really simple. There's a play button. There are 3 different buttons that will give you different timbres. Now I'm going to use some music words today because why not, right? So timbre is just the quality of the sound. So it could be a percussion sound. It could be a voice. It could be a string instrument. So each one of these, purple, orange, and green, blue, they will give you a different timbre as you play. What you're doing on this one is you are drawing the music, okay? So let's say that I wanted to start over here, do a little bit of drawing. You could hear that. If I hit play, that's all right now, right? But if I want to add some other things and think about as well the pitch, so the high or the lowness of our notes, if I draw at the top of my page, it's going to be a higher pitch. If I draw down towards the bottom, it's going to be lower. So I'm going to put one way over here. And this time I'm going to actually make a circle because it's kind of cool what happens when you create circles in this one. it turns it into a voice. Okay, so it's actually a person or a song, a person's voice that we're going to hear. So I'm going to put another one above him just to kind of make a little bit of harmony. Ooh, there they are. Let's see what this sounds like. Of course, every time that I keep adding something else in, and I can go on and on. And obviously, if I change my timbre, I change the different types that I have. I'm sorry about that. I got a little frog there today. Can you tell what that one is? If you thought strings, then you're correct. And finally, the purple guys. What are they? Percussion. Yep, those are the percussion. Okay, I'm going to leave you for a minute and let you explore this and decide what you can stay here as long as you want. If you want to just keep playing in this one, great and fine and dandy. But I'll be back and I'll make sure that I'll come back on. You can just pause right now and play away and then come back and join me when you're ready. Okay, so you've had your time and that's great. And I want to take you into the next one that we're going to take a look at. So we also have spectrogram in here, and spectrogram is a picture of sound. So it shows us where the different frequencies are that make up that sound. So this is where the science kind of comes into this one, is we think about the highs and the lows, the different pitches, how they change. If I'm talking really low, then I should see a different spectrogram than when I'm talking high, or if I'm singing, or anything that's happening. And every single object in the world has a different spectrogram. So if we go back over into Chrome Music Lab, I'm going to go over there now. I'm coming out of Kandinsky. I'm going to go into spectrogram, which is on our top row there. And you can see that across the bottom, there are different instruments or different things that we can try. So if, for example, I wanted to hear what a flute sounded like, they have it pre-programmed for us. Okay, and I can stop it again by clicking on it again, or I can let it keep playing. And again, you're going to check this out for yourself. If you hit the finger, so you get to actually do this, and you might want to have a set of earphones on, you just never know, other people will hear it. Notice that if I click over here, oh, I actually did it today. Sometimes if you click on the far left, it won't actually start playing, but starting around the middle, it does. So if I start with my pointer low, and away it goes. You can make all kinds of sounds. If you want to do your voice, as I'm talking here, you can actually see that my spectrogram is coming up. If I speak very lowly, it's going to change and go down. If I talk very, very high, it's going to go way up there as well. So you can have fun with that and see what you can do. Okay, again, I'll just meet you back. I'm going to hit the pause and play. So you hit pause, you go ahead and play, and I will meet you back here. Okay, I think that was a nice, easy one for you to get into and figure out. So obviously, things are going to be getting a little bit more and more involved. And now we're into Songmaker. So Songmaker is one of the most popular ones that's here in Chrome Music Lab, because you can create your own melodies. You can lay down a pad down underneath a beat and get everything going that way too. You can change which instrument you want to use as well for your patterns and for your loops. So this is why I said we're using loops in a different way today, because it's not actually that we're coding a loop, we're actually creating a loop. And by doing that, we can create a pattern into the Songmaker as well. So this is one that I think you're going to have a lot of fun with, and I'm going to take you back over to, and I'll come out of spectrogram, and we're going into Songmaker, okay? Shows up like this with a whole bunch of little squares everywhere. And in music, we like to divide things up into bars, okay? So we have 4 beats in a bar, 4 beats in a bar, 4 beats in a bar. And if you look really closely, you'll see that the first 4 blue spaces with the dark lines of blue, there's 4 spaces there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's kind of gray, and that's the second bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in white, 1, 2, 3, 4 in gray. So we have 4 bars across here, okay? 4 beats in each one, 4 times 4, 16 beats, all right? I'm going to actually, anywhere that I put my pointer down, I'm going to be adding a note. Oh, and see how I got 2 notes there? I'm going to take away that one by just putting my pointer back onto there again. My cursor takes it away, and there. Now, I'm going to take this pattern, and I want it to repeat. So I'm just going to play it first. All right, I like that. It's just a descending arpeggio there. Not arpeggio, but a descending line. And I'm going to make sure each time I start on my very first beat, and I'm just adding them in this way. Another way we can do this, look up in the top corner. If you haven't got a mouse, you can actually use the arrow buttons as well. So if you notice down in my bottom left-hand corner, if I slide this all the way over, it's there. I can make it go higher, obviously. When I want to pop in a note, I just push the return button or the return key, okay? So I can do that as well. And if I don't like it, I just take it back out again with the return key, okay? So if you want to use that, you can. If you have a touch screen, you also touch and you'll be able to put your notes on as well. So that's really cool too. All right, so I'm going to finish this off in my 4th bar. And I'm sure you're already starting experimenting, which is great. That's super. But I do want to do more things. So this is kind of my pattern on the bottom. Okay. And in there, I'm not going to bother playing it all the way along, but I'm going to just put a little something up here. And then here. Let's see what that sounds like. Ooh, I like that so far. Okay, so I'm creating, as you can see, and going along here, but I want to show you a couple other things. Down below here, I have electronic right now as what my sound is, what my timbre is. So if I click on electronic, I can see that oops, wrong one, sorry. If I click on marimba, I can change it to piano, right? I can change it to string. What sound is that you're wanting to actually create. You do that. But you also then can see that as I happen to click on the blocks one. So I have blocks, kit, conga. So that is for our percussion bass at the bottom here, okay? So I'm going to lay down that here. I'm going to put under the purple each time. I'm going to put my first beat down as my thing. I don't think I want a conga though. I think I want the blocks. Let's see. And I want more than that. So I'm going to do under the, let's see, take that away. I'm going to do it under orange and red, orange and red, orange and red. You can see how my pattern and my loop. Now, I haven't finished what I want to do there, but you're going to be doing this, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to let you play. Just want to show you some features before I send you off. Notice that there are 2 lines here. If I put something up here, I have suddenly another sound coming out. So I don't know. I'll just put that in for a moment. Let's see. It's getting more and more complex as I go along. The other part of this is that if I want to, I certainly could have 2 notes at the same time, right? And make it even more rich as well. But here's where I now want to change things and show you different stuff. You can change the tempo, so that's the speed. So if I want to slow it down, I'm going to move my little circle to the left. Okay, see on the bottom there is where I'm at with tempo. So if I wanted it to go I can do that. If I want it to go faster, I can too. You can experiment with that. That's fine. Over here, I have mic, so I could actually add some notes with my voice if I want to as well. So you can do that. I can't do it live today right now, but you can try it. And I'd love you to go in and again, to go into settings and take a look there. Because in here, we can change and make some really cool changes to our song. Let's say you don't want to do just 4 bars. You have been doing music forever and a day, and you want something that's a 32-bar composition. Well, up at the top, change the length. Okay, so I'm going to just show you if I make it 8 bars now. Notice now I have a scrolling line on the bottom, so I can actually move and change my screen to the next 4 bars as well. I'm not going to do that for right now, but you certainly can. Okay, I'm going to put it back to 4 for the moment. I can change the beats per bar. And this is what I really mentioned to people, is that if you want to have a different kind of a sound coming out and you want it to kind of be waltzy, then we change it into a 3 bar. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I can change that to 3 beats in a bar. Okay, but I'll leave it at 4 for now. But this is the fun part that I really like. And if you want to have some kind of cool little extra fast notes, then we need to have the beats actually split into more parts. So instead of the beat just being split into 2 parts like what I have there now, so it's going like they're each 1/8 notes. If I want to turn it into 16th notes, which means that they're twice as fast, then I'm going to change this to 4 instead. So I'm splitting the beat into 4, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Notice that there's now holes in between each of those notes that we had that were squished together before. If I play it, right, it sounds the same. I'm going to put it back to my 112. Oh, well, give me 112. 120 is great. 121, that's fine. It sounds the same, except for it's very choppy. It's very, very cut up. So I could re-put in that little space to make it be back to being a whole half beat. But I like the fact that it's kind of staccato. Staccato just means that it's detached. But here's where I think that you're going to have fun with this. So now I actually have some more space to create more sound, to add more sound into there. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a little note above that on that very first half beat. Put this down below, this above, this down below. And let's just see what it sounds like. Right? Did you hear that? I'm going to do it to this one too so you can hear it twice. Above, below, above, below. Again, making a pattern. Here we go. Right? So add in all kinds of notes. Do whatever you want. Have fun and just be totally creative. I want to show you one more thing before I stop and let you just do your thing. And again, you're just going to come back to me whenever you're finished playing around in here. If you want to undo anything, the undo button is there as well, but I did show you already. You can just click on the note and it'll go back away as well. But I would like to show you how if you save, which is the very far one, you can actually save this song and keep it, right? So you'll copy the link out. If you have a computer of your own, then you can download it as well if you want. But you can copy this link and then you can share it with other people and they can actually listen to your song. So you can keep your music from today as well. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure there's not something else I wanted to show you. No, I think we've got everything. Okay. Have fun, play, and I hope you have an amazing time and create a really, really cool song, whatever it is that you do. Have fun. Okay, we're on to our last one. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so this one, the last one that we're looking at, takes kind of what you've been doing just now, thinking about different ways of putting music together, but now we get to do this with other people. Okay, this is what can happen. You can create on this piano all by yourself, but now you get to share. This is one of the newest labs that they have actually in the music lab. So you can do this live, or you can save the song and share it with others as well. You can play it on a MIDI keyboard or just on the computer keyboard, which is really cool. I'm playing it. I'm going to do it today. Oh, and you know what? I have to very, very quickly run and get my phone because I took my phone out to charge it and I don't have it. So I'm going to let you go in and take a quick look. But first of all, if you remember, some of the games that we can play that you, as the notes come down to the piano, that's when you had to actually hit that note. If you ever did Guitar Hero or you're playing Guitar Hero, then that had to happen. Well, that's kind of the concept that comes out of shared piano with this as well. So I'm just going to show you something here. And if you remember how these kind of went, this one And there it is. If you can remember that and those kind of games, that's what happens with shared piano, is that you can actually play along with the song as the notes come up past the piano as well, which is kind of neat after you've actually created it. So imagine though, if we could take, instead of us with one person trying to play that whole thing, which I'm very impressed with, by the way, imagine that one person is playing every time an orange note hits the piano. They play those notes. Anytime that a yellow note comes down or a green one, that other person is able to do that. Well, that's what happens with this, okay? It's really, really cool. So I'm going to show you here the people that actually created this and what happened with this too. It's called shared piano for a reason.
Hey, I'm Bree, and I'm in Boston.
I'm in New Haven, Connecticut.
I'm in Queens, New York.
And I'm in Brooklyn. We're going to use this website called Shared Piano to play together live.
You don't need to download or install anything, or even make an account.
It's totally free and anyone can use it. You just go to the site in your browser and start playing.
You can play on a MIDI keyboard.
And you can also play together on regular computer keyboards, which Bree and I will be doing, like this.
We all just open up the link and start playing together.
I'm the unicorn.
I'm the rabbit.
I'll be the octopus.
And I'm the dog, and I'll kick us off with the drums.
There you go. Isn't that incredible? So today you can do this with some of your friends if you want to as well, that you can actually share your piano and play together, even right there in your lab if you can. That'd be amazing. So how to do this on a keyboard, I wanted to show you that first so that you understood. You're right there with your keyboard. You are going to be able to use your mouse as well, or your finger if you have touch. You can actually touch the piano and everything will work as well. But if you want to use the keyboard, then you're looking at your middle row. So where you have A, S, D, F, G, H, J, that's going to be your C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, on the QWERTY row, the one above it, the W and the E and the T, Y, and U, those are going to be your C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So those are the black keys on the piano, okay? If you want to hold a note or hold notes from one and then you're playing another one and you want them to be sustained, you want them to actually play together so that they don't just stop as soon as you play one note and stops and plays the next note, they play together, then you're going to hit the up key, so your capitalization key. So if you have your caps key, and right beside that, the really cool part that I really love about this, and I'll show you right in the lab, the Z and the X will make you jump octaves, so you can go higher or lower if you want to as well. So you don't have to try and do other things with your keyboard. You actually just hit the X and you go up an octave. Okay. One more thing too, just while we're right here, before we go into the lab, you also can then do the drum kits as well. So again, when you go down to where piano is, if you click on the piano space, you'll go up and you'll see that it also can be drum kit or drum machine. And so to do that, same thing. You click on one of those, and again, those notes, the A, ASD, those are all going to be actually a kickstand or a snare or the bass drum. You'll see all of those as well, how it works. Okay, so I'm going to take you in there. This is just a QR code of a little shared piano one that I did from before. You don't have to worry about that today at all because you're going to do your own stuff. So I have to leave Songmaker. I hope your song was one that you really liked. I have to leave. It says, are you sure? It says your song isn't saved, but it is saved. You saved it already when you went and copied the link. So come out and back we go to now shared piano. All right. So there's that piano keyboard that we saw already. And I have it on piano, which is fine. I can change that to strings or woodwinds or synthesizer, whatever I want. But here's the cool part. I'm live now, and if I share this link with you or with somebody else, then that other person is going to come into my room and we're going to play together. So I'm going to copy this link because I'm going to actually get my phone while I get you guys already doing your thing. And I'm going to send this to myself. So I'll just do this very quickly. And I'm sending it to me. And I'm going to, don't need a subject. I just want it in there. And I'm going to send it. And that'll be great. Okay, so I have that now coming to me on my phone, just like you can do, but I'll show you the little things that are on here and you can get started and just kind of play. Remember I said you could use your mouse and just play the notes? If I hold it down, they're longer notes, which is great. If I want to play on my keyboard, remember I'm playing A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K. Those are... There they are. All right, I'm actually there. I told you about the sustain. Sustain is the up cap key, and if I play, those notes all stay together and they all play together. As soon as I take my hand off of the sustain key, then they all stop. Here I'm playing my C, and if I play, I'm hitting the X now. Look where it goes. The X again, and I hit the X again. Neat, eh? So I'm going to hit Z 3 times to get back to my main spot. So X and Z are the ones that are actually changing that and moving those around, okay? We talked about the drum kit. I'll show you that as well so you can get playing with that too. Drum kit's here, and again. And I hit drum machine. If you know, we could do this. Right? You can do anything you want as you're going along. You can sing with it. You can do whatever. And so I'm going to go and find my phone and come in on this. But before I do that too, if you want to go into settings over there on the right hand side, we can add some note names. And if I want to show the note names, just in case you're a piano player already and you want to go, oh, I know this song, but I need these notes, right? So you can then have the notes actually there for you too. And over here on the right hand side, just in case you want to go back and replay everything you had, you can scroll and I my beginning. Okay, so I'm there. And again, I can just play as I want. Don't hit save yet, because once you've hit save, then your piece is done and you're going to be exporting it and sharing it and showing it to other people. Okay, so don't do that yet. Just play around a little bit and I'll be back in just a moment. Have you added in some people into yours? I'm just about to look and see whether or not my email came through to me so I can join myself here and do some playing around too. It takes a minute actually for it to come through, so that's okay. But hopefully you're already started. I'm going to go back to live here. And I'm going to go to synth. Let's see whether or not you recognize the song that I'm playing here too. Let's see. What do we got? I love just trying to figure out things as well as I go. And that one, that's from Greece. There's other songs I know, all kinds of things that you could be doing here. But if you create your own, which is what those guys were doing when they did the... All I'm doing is I'm using 2 fingers at the same time to get that kind of sound. And we'll see, right? And I'm still checking. There's mine coming through now. Oh, no, that wasn't it. But that's okay. You can keep playing. I wish I could see some of yours. Wouldn't it be neat if you could share that way as well? All right, well, I'm not seeing mine come through, which is really a shame because I would have loved to have shown you that as well. And it worked earlier today when I had it there. Maybe I came out of my mail too quickly and it didn't pop over. If it comes up, that's fine. I then will show you how 2 people look, so that in the live part there, instead of it saying 1 person, it says 2 as well. But I am going to show you how to save, just because you don't need to do it yet, obviously, but I want to show you so that you're there. And if I go into the save button on the far right, it's going to save it at this link. Now I can copy the link like I did before, and that works as well. And one thing that we can do if I copy the link, and I'm just going to do the copy link for a moment and not open it in a new tab yet, just in case my phone cooperates with us and we're able to actually get that link from me as well, because I'd really love to have that shown on the workshop as well. But I'm going to open up a new tab and just put in a QR code creator, QR code maker. So there's a free one right there. And I'm going to put in that link I just copied. So I'm going to copy it here, or paste it here, sorry. And it's going to show, there it is. There is my QR code. So if I scan that QR code with my phone, it's going to be a terrible, terrible recording. I haven't done anything major with it at all. It's all those little tricks I was showing you. But I can actually, on my phone now, I've got the, I have the QR code has come up, and I can actually play the sounds, my music that I just had as well. So that's one way that we can do that, is just create a QR code. But the other thing that we can do is we open this up into a new tab. And I'm just going to give my phone one last chance to come in. Oh, it's not there. As soon as I finish, then it's going to come for sure. But hopefully it's come quickly for you. I'm going to open this in a new tab. So before I do that, I am very, very quickly no, that's okay. I have enough in there that we can play. I'm going to open in a new tab just to show you how this works as well. And this is when you are finished and you want to actually show people. So this is now a saved song, okay? I can play along with this now by clicking on the notes as they come along. I can play along with piano. I can play along with the drum kit. I can play along with anything. So I'm going to hit strings just so it's a little bit different, okay? And here I go. It's going to start. So you can give this to somebody else and have them try and play along with you as well. And they can, as they're trying to do the song, let's say that you were doing something that you have 5 people that actually create a song. You could have 5 other people trying to still do all that stuff as well, which would be really, really neat. Okay. So I'm going to let you go and keep on exploring, because I know that you definitely are going to be here for a while. So I'm going to hit the pause just so that I give you that time, and then I'll just come back to wrap things up and say bye-bye. Okay? Have fun. Okay, there we go. You can keep going, and I hope you have, and I hope that what you've created has been amazing. that's it for today. There's obviously all kinds of other experiments in there for you to take a look at. You can figure them out, I'm pretty sure, on your own as well. So that's great. But I did want to actually get you at least to know all the little features of the 4 that I was able to show you. So we're done, right? Oh, I know. So thank you very, very much for joining us today. Again, thanks to Logix and to Google Canada for setting this all up as well. And have a great day, everybody.